case. Most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Leonard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
This is the next step for Leonard, becoming a better distributor. Times like these help his cause.
Edwards against George. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
And a missed layup.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets. And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Stolen by Conley. Fast break, Minnesota. Outside Edwards. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And here's Edwards outside. Picked by Gobert. From deep, Conley. Pure from three-point range.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's George. Drives to the hoop. Up and over Conley. McDaniels against Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense, but it's not there.
Here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Towns on a screen. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Now here's Edwards, who poked away. A minute 22 left to play in the first. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
George against Edwards. Blocked again! We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Back to Conley. The three is up. Sinks it from distance. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
Conley against Westbrook. Now here's Towns. How quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Now here's Westbrook, trailing by 2. Pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Five to shoot. McDaniels with the rebound.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Here's Leonard. Oh, misses the dunk.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Here's Leonard. Leonard can't get that one to fall. Minnesota in the lead. Shoots over Westbrook. Outside Conley. Shoots over Westbrook. And that one hits the back iron.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I like when Kawhi forces the issue, making the defense compromise with the foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Here's George. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
George passes to Zubac. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Towns for 3. Leonard gets a hand on it.
Dominant defense from Leonard, making a big effort to get his hand on the shot and swat it down.
Tipped away. Conley passes to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Oh, George with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Leonard against Edwards. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Towns down low. He's working on Morris. Now Gobert. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. The kick out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gobert. Another shot. McDaniels from long range. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And here's Edwards outside. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Here's Morris to the left wing. Zubats finds Leonard. Zubats with a screen on McDaniels. Now Westbrook. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. George passes to Zubats. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Minnesota basketball.
Minnesota's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Westbrook against Conley. Right side Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will come the other way. George with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Morris against Towns. Morris passes to Leonard. Oh, and Towns with the block.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
And Edwards, here we go. McDaniels from long range. And no good. George, a deep three. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one.
19, the Timberwolves. 22.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Naz Reid out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Noel in at the 1 spot. Powell outside. Down low. Here's Batum, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Rivers is checked in for Alexander-Walker. Minnesota in the lead.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. To the inside. And Gobert with a block. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Prince. The 3. Gordon pulls it in. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Pass to Gobert. An open look for Reed. That one a little long.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Here's Batum. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Rivers. He's checked by Plumlee. From deep three-point range. Here's Rivers, beyond the arc. Offensive rebound, pass to Prince. Reed with it. Back to Prince. Launches a 3. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Powell outside. Inside. Here's Plumlee. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Rivers.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
And here's Reed. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Powell. That one's wide left. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Reed. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Reed sets a screen. Prince can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And here's Gordon from the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Pass to Gobert. Back to Noel. Here's Rivers. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers trail. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Plumlee a screen. To the middle. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Highland. This for the tie. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 2. And coming up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over, and the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Anthony Edwards has checked in for Rivers, and Conley subbed in for Noel. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Gobert with a screen on George. George with a steal. The Clippers call timeout. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Zubats. Morris outside to take the lead. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Here's Edwards. No good. Great D that time from Zubats. Leonard against Towns. Morris, a screen on Towns. Morris outside. He takes it in. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Outside Edwards. Towns finds Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook, the pass to George. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George for 3. Drills it from deep. And the Clippers lead by 1.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
George against Edwards. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. From the arc. Again, the miss by Edwards. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Zubats with a screen on Conley. A clear look for Westbrook. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edwards. 1:41 left in the fourth. Towns on a screen. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
Outside Conley. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And Gobert with the stuff.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
George against Edwards. And the jam by George.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
George against Edwards.
Yeah! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Zubats finds Westbrook. Zubac, the screen. Goes up on the wing. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards against George. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns from behind the arc. He shoots it. A shot by Conley. No good. Now a timeout called by the Clippers. They're losing by 1. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Money.
Boy, George is an outstanding player, actually one of the very best in the league. In these screen and roll sets, he knows exactly what to do.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're losing by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what do you think?
One last chance to win it right here. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
Here's Towns. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the
We
clock.
appreciate you all for
Wins the game with nothing but...
please.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.
Thank you.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
Guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Second chance shot. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Zubac's a screen on Bane. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got the game going here with the first basket for the Clippers. Now here's Westbrook. Morris with a screen on Morant. Westbrook passes to Morris. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And it's Leonard missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Morant drives in. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
So he gets them both. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's Jackson. Paul George making his last shot. And it's Morant missing. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post. Close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
All right, David, thanks. And so it's Memphis with it. After the basket by Los Angeles. Grant, and the rejection by Leonard. Westbrook kicks to George. Pass to Morris. Up top, Leonard passes it to George. 5 to shoot. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, here is George. 5 points in the game. Leonard sets a screen for Morris. Again, the Clippers. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Westbrook scanning the floor. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Morant with the steal. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Morris with a screen on Morant. Morris outside. Jacks up a 3. Here's George over Bane. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 10. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Now, here is Morris. Morris with the screen for George. Back to Morris. Clock at 6. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
How about that? Let's hear it for your Clipper breaker.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 2. Leonard fires away from outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Payne for 3. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Leonard on the wing. Zubac's a screen on Brooks. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play.
The previous play is over in time.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson. Oh my goodness, the slam!
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Desmond Bane. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do. Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things, and how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
George finds Leonard. That one drops for him. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant with it. He's got 10. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside Westbrook. And Leonard has it in the corners. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Leonard's got 9. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He's doing a nice job using the bounce to force the issue while earning that trip to the line.
Leonard hits them both. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
From deep, George. Covington kicks to George. A 3-ball. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Los Angeles with another miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
2 minutes remain in the first.
Outside Westbrook. Outside Covington. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is what Covington is known for, effective at stretching the floor with his outside shooting.
Leonard against Morant. 1:29 left in the first half. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Here's Westbrook. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. It's George on the wing. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. Zubac, a screen on Bain. And they get it back. Westbrook finds Covington. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Fades and shoots. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Zubac has got his second bucket of the night.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Brooks misses. Clippers leading by 16. Here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. From deep three-point range, and Bain pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Brooks.
Inside, outside, mid-range. Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
He got it up. No good that time. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks
so much, David. We'll step away briefly, but we'll be right back. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Gordon, Robert Covington out there with Plumlee. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the 1 spot. Kennard, the pass to Concha. And he goes in for the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty. when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Plumlee with a screen on Jones. Highland and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And slam dunk by Clark.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
They grab their own miss. Takes it out to Covington. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Highland. He's got 6 off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Kennard finds Clark. Here's Aldama. Back to Clark. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
The pass to Concho. Stolen by Zubac. Foul for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Covington wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Covington. Drills the three-pointer. Covington's got 9 points.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Gordon outside. Here's Highland. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Kennard's shot is off. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 19-6 run. Zubac a screen on Jones. Here's Highland. Defended by Jones. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here's Powell. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Powell.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Kennard. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He takes it in. Here's Clark. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Covington. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. And the dunk by Zubac.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the shot goes in.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Blocking foul called on.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
First personal foul. Second
Free throw drops for Covington.
At the line for your Clippers, Robert Covington. Taking 2.
And both free throws good for Covington. And here's Kennard. Oh, and he got the ball.
Wow, what a way to finish up the board.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
he'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones out there with Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the power forwards position. Lets it fly from 18. Here's Zubac over Clark. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Good read there from Covington. Adept at realizing when to dish it to a teammate.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And so here's Memphis. Morant outside. From past the arc. Traps in the tray.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Leonard with the steal. He kicks to George. Screen by Zubac. Outside, George. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensive foul.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And it's Morant missing. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive will.
Outside for Jackson. Morant against George. Looking to end the run. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Jackson down low, covered by Morris. And Jackson gets it to go.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
George, no good. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Morant drives in. Jackson has the open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Adams dishes to Brooks. Here's Morant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Morris with the screen for George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Takes the three. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
4 on the clock. Jackson finds Adams. Crafty move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
From deep, George, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris inside. Jackson on him. Pass to George. Tries again. Adams, some nice D. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but yeah, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is...
These two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. And for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Outside Conley for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Morant. Inside. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
That shot wide open.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Adams with a screen on McDaniels. And it's Morant off the drive.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Edwards. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Jackson drawing the double team. And it's Morant off the drive.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Morant against Conley. Takes a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Down low. And stolen by Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Out left to the wing. Conley passes to Towns. The kick out to Conley. The 3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
2 minutes remaining in the
Morant into the lane. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Adams. They need this. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
A minute 37 left in the first quarter. Conley passes to Edwards. Fires the three. The shot by Conley, no good. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Morant. Comes up empty down low.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Conley. To the inside. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Bane. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Edwards slams it in.
Showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Moran against McDaniels. Outside Moran. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Edwards. And so it's Mike Conley making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Adams. Jackson for 3. To the inside, Morant. Adams finds Morant. Now Bane. Jackson on the wing. And stolen by Gobert. Edwards against Bane. Launches it. The Grizzlies pull it in. Brooks outside. Here's Jackson. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score.
Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. And here's Morant outside. Nails it from 3. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. There's the dribble. Oh!
just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Oh, Adams with the block. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Adams with the ball. Clock at 6. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. Clock is at 3. Bane finds Morant. Over McDaniels. And it's Morant missing. The Timberwolves have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, of course, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top 2-way players in the league.
Here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
Now here's Conley. 14 points for him. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Jackson down low. Towns on him. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Conley. And the dunk by Jackson.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 13-5 run. McDaniels against Morant. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. There's 14 seconds left in the second period. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead. One they'll look to. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back. just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
On the court for Memphis, we've got Luke Kennard. Also, Tyus Jones out there. John Conchar is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Jones, the pass to Kennard. Inside. Here's Clark. And Gobert with a block. The 3 ball. Rivers' shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
Well, I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Pass to Prince. Fires the 3. Reed against Jones. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Reed's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Kennard. Drains the triple.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
And he lobs it up to the rim. To the middle. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Checked by Gobert. Here's Prince. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And you watch Taurean Prince and how valuable he is to his team for a couple of reasons. Number one, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He defends at a high level, and he can really stretch the floor.
Pass to Jones. Down low. Here's Aldama. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the paint. Crafty move. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Outside Jones. Soft touch off the glass.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Let's go with a 3. Rivers' shot is off. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. To the left side wing. Clark, the pass to Jones. Back to Clark. Jones finds Clark. 6 to shoot. Pass to Conchar. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Kennard. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Prince. Hits the trifecta. Prince has got 7 points.
Now, it's not just Taurean Prince's defense that makes him an impactful player. This guy understands how to play in pick and roll. What a nice job.
And just a beautiful looking shot from long range.
Here's Noel, defended by Jones. Counted, good.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
1 minute left in the third quarter. Pass to Kennard. 3-pointer. The shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Prince. He's got 7. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Jones. Pass to Aldama. Kennard, right side. Takes the three. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Substitution for your Timberwolves. Anthony McDaniel.
7 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Edwards. He gets it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The official.
The previous play is under the game.
And make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count. And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Here's Edwards.
Oh, my God. Look out below. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Jones misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Kennard against McDaniels. Pass to Jones. Inside. Here's Aldama. 5 to shoot. Here's Kennard. The three-pointer off the mark. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
A line change here for Memphis. It's tipped. For Memphis, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Towns. Over Jackson. Shot's good by Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
And it's Morant off the drive. Morant with the slam!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Back to Conley. Pass to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Adams. To the wing, right side. Morant against Conley. Here's Gobert. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Morant against Edwards. Morant, the pass to Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Oh, man, he's got a great combination. Plenty of length and a soft touch from close range.
The three, Conley. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis, they're working against the clock now. To the middle. On the wing, Bain. Jackson outside. McDaniels against Morant. Second chance shot. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's Edwards with a drive. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 1:14 left in the final quarter. Brooks finds Adams. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. And it's all from three-point range. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Banked it in off the glass.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Mike Conley.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
To the inside. And Gobert with a block. Now Towns. Brooks with the rebound. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Shooting for Memphis, Desmond Bain at the line for 1.
And the technical free throw is good. From deep, Morant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill.
back to when you played, who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Now here is Conley. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's George. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Zubac. And the wide open shot for Morris. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. The pass to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The train. Here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. Good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And it's Westbrook missing for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Gobert with a screen on George. Here's Edwards. Stolen by Zubac. Outside, George. Zubac with the screen for George. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Zubac, a screen on Towns. Morris passes to Zubac. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards against George. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
2 minutes remaining.
Zubac, a screen on Cup. It's Westbrook with the drive. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Fires from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Shot to stop the run. Outside for George. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Minnesota leading by 7. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection, great consistency.
George finds Zubac. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Smart play from PG, just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Outside, Towns lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
George looking around, and it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Zubac with the screen for George. Shot clock at 6.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Michael Conley picks one up. First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's Towns. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Towns has got his second basket.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Conley finds McDaniel. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Here's Towns. Count the basket. Towns has got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Leonard. Here he goes. Zubac kicks to George. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
George, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 13. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Conley against Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
Well, we talk about Westbrook and the athleticism he has, but sometimes tactically he approaches those pick and rolls quite well.
There's the pass to McDaniels. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers trail by 13. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Just another foray into the paint by Westbrook. Way too much speed to keep up with him.
They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook passes to George. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. And I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. 14 foul. Here is Edwards. Leonard with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Towns a screen on George. Conley scanning the floor. Inside. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. George finds Morris. Now here's Zubats. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard from downtown. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Pass to Towns. Back to Gobert. To end the drought. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
They get the rebound and finished off by Gobert.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Zubats a screen on Conley. Here's Westbrook. Passes it to Zubats. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Zubats has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Edwards. Excellent D there from George. Right side Leonard. And the last A second attempt does not go in for him. Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Timberwolves. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Timberwolves leading by 6.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Norman Powell, Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Gordon, and it's Highland in at the 1. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly, it's been a lot of outsized factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have 2 teams in LA that can be this good.
With the drive, here's Reed. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 8. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Right wing. It's to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Puts up a 3. And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
Well, such a big body, Plumlee does possess explosive verticality and then, of course, a power finish.
Over to the left wing. And Reed has it in the corner. Gobert trying to get open. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Gordon. Kicks to Powell. All alone. Again, the Clippers.
Usually you see Powell operating on a drive or spot up 3. That time he took advantage of a mid-range.
Here's Highland. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Timberwolves leading by 7. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Noel passes to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Shot clock at 5. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
That's a big part of how Austin Rivers is making his living, attacking out of the pick and roll.
Here's Noel. Now the pass to Rivers. Gobert with a screen for Rivers. Good on the three-point shot. Rivers has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Minnesota.
2 minutes.
Here's Highland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Highland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rivers against Gordon. Gobert with a screen for Rivers. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Here's Highland. Here's Plumlee. Kicks it out to Gordon. Covington a screen on Rivers. Here's Gordon. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why have you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Eric Gordon. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Rivers gets a wide open look. Knocks down the three ball. Rivers has got 12 points in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 14-point game. Reed is out there with Prince. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. George against Rivers. Gobert with a screen on George. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Here's Rivers. Got it. Good job in the low post. Rivers has got 4 points in the quarter.
Ooh, an effortless floater from Austin Rivers.
Outside, George from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Down low. Here's Reed, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Austin Rivers. And it's Conley in for Noel.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. The Clippers grab the miss. The 3 from George. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Stolen by George. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Outside for George. For the 3. Sinks the triple.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And Edwards drops them both. Here's Westbrook. George with the ball. Zubac's a screen on Edwards. The shot by George, wide open. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Edwards looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And Edwards drops them both. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, George. Morris with the screen for George. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 11. Right side, Conley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Clippers running out of time. Here's George driving inside. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morris with the screen for Leonard. Gobert with the block.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Timberwolves.
They really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rudy Gobert.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
26 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Here's the drive. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 13. Outside, George. Up top, Morris. Morris with a screen on Edwards. And George, here we go. Off on that one. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
fired up to get this game started. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and...
Throw it down, young
Clear the deck! Deck cleared!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual, led his man perfectly.
Shot from 16. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Zubac with a screen on Brooks. Pass to Westbrook. There's the triple. Adams grabs the miss. Well, Smitty with Morant. His ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Leonard can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant against George. Here's Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's George. Leonard on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Brooks. Leonard passes to Zubac. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Adams has run these screen and rolls countless times. Great job getting to the right spot. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Morant against Leonard. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Pass to Bane. Shot clock at 6. And he jams it home with authority.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bane getting off the ground with ease.
And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Now here's George. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. And he lays it up and in.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Morris, a screen on Brooks. Leonard outside. Morris on the wing. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Morris has got 6.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Leonard against Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard with a screen on Jackson. Morris for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
3 points.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Outside Bane. Leonard against Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Morris, a screen on Brooks. Leonard for three. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up. He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Clippers,
Good on the second one. Brooks against Westbrook. Right side Morant. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Clippers ahead, up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper. Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Nice move. And there's the drive. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Westbrook. George outside. Morris, a screen on Payne. George passes to Morris. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 3rd assist of the night. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Morant against Leonard. Outside Morant, 5 on the clock. Over Leonard. No good, off the front rim.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Zubac with a screen on Payne. Here's George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
The defense on George a little too tight there. But to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
Good on both. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
This is a big part of Jackson's game. It isn't the best looking shot, but it's deadly.
Zubac with a screen on Payne. George passes to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Now Morant. Give him 8. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Misses the 3. Kicks it out to Jackson. Got a piece of it. George with a steal. In transition. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
George against Payne. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Pass to Leonard. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Leonard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
From deep, Morant. The shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. George outside. 52 seconds left in the first half. Leonard's shot's good.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Up top, Morant. Leonard defending. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Westbrook against Morant. Morris, a screen on Morant. Morris outside. 4-3. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks against George. Here's Adams. Out left to the wing. Down low. 2 on the clock. With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Grizzlies, 23. The Clippers, 35.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. 6 on the shot clock. Powell drops in the layup for 2. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Pass to Tillman. On the wing, Conchar. Off target with the 3. And for Los Angeles, their shooting has been incredible, 72%. Here's Highland, defended by Jones. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jones has got his first points of the night.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Covington, a screen on Jones. Out to Covington. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Here's Highland. And the call over the back.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
That's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Inside, here's Covington. Aldama grabs the board.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Here's Jones. Here he goes. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jones has gotten his second bucket.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Memphis needs to get off a shot. Rebound by the Clippers. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Here's Highland. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And the basket by Plumlee.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
He buries it from 3.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Here's Highland, defended by Jones. Pass to Powell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What gritty determination. Love watching Norman Powell stay with his shot and get the call.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. Morris comes in for Covington. George, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
George against Bain. George outside. Tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Clippers on top. They're up by 11. And right after this, we'll...
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Kennard in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Jackson, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Westbrook. Morris, a screen on Morant. Pass to Leonard. George against Bain. Releases. That one's good from Morris on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Outside Morant. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
3 points.
The Grizzlies shooting an amazing 61%, looking confident. Morant drawing the double team. Pass to Kennard. Now Bain. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Morant. The 3 is up. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
The awareness Morant has. Even in tough situations, he finds a way to score.
Connects from downtown.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Woo, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around. Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Westbrook outside. Morris for 3. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Left side Morant. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is what I like about John Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Inside. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Westbrook finds George. And here's Zubac from downtown. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Smooth shot from John Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Westbrook outside. Morris outside. 5 to shoot. Down low. George. And the jam by George.
Long and athletic. PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Morant, no good. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Westbrook against Morant. Westbrook outside. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Clippers.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
Morant against Westbrook. Morant with a defensive effort. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Adams, Jackson outside. Outside Morant. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
This is why he has the ball. John Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Morris outside. Zubac with a screen on Jackson. Morris passes to Westbrook. Morris sets a screen. So the Clippers win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams...
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now here's Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Top of the key. He squares up and sinks it. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Morant looking around. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
Conley against Morant. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis the other way now. Here's Morant. He has 5. On the wing, Jackson. Hands it from downtown.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Conley inside the line. And Gobert gets to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Morant. No problems knocking that one down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Morant outside. Passes it to Adams. The dish to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's McDaniels. Hits the three-point bomb.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Here's Edwards driving to the basket. That gives them the lead.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Morant. He has 5. Will it go? And Morant throws it down.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Inside, it's stolen by Edwards. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And there's the pass to Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. That's in there. Conley with the assist. McDaniels got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Now Morant, after the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns. Outside, Dane fires for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Back to Edwards. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Morant outside. It could go. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Mark, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
Morant outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Outside Conley. A shot off that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Pass to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Morant outside. Shakes him. Nifty move. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And it's tied up with that one. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And he drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Edwards looking it over. Towns a screen on Brooks. Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid, 79%.
Morant with it, now guarded by Towns. Outside for Jackson, shoots the three. Second chance effort. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Morant with it, working on McDaniels. Gobert with the block. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen on Bane. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Morant outside. Bane passes to Brooks. Kicks it to Adams. Morant outside. 3 on the clock. Shoots over McDaniel. Outside Jackson. Morant outside. Second chance shot. Feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Outside Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Morant outside. 1:07 left in the second quarter. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter. Brooks against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. The kick out to Towns. Here's Edwards.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now. Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
To the inside. Passes to Adams. It's tipped. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And Edwards drops them both. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Outside Jones. And so that brings the
With the score, the Grizzlies 22, the Timberwolves 32.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Clark in at the center position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. No coverage that time. Prince has got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Minnesota leading by 14. Here's Noel. The pass to Reed. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Jones. And he uses the glass on the lane.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Prince in the corner. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
Jones drives in. Clark trying to get open. On the basket by Jones.
Oh, man, check out the handle. I didn't know he had that in this game.
Back to Gobert. Over Jones, and the Timberwolves tack on two more.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Here's Aldama. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. He wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Prince finds Gobert. Another shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Concho. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
It gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Rivers. Passes it to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. From the stripe. And the shot falls short this time.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Jones. Reed with the block. And they'll keep possession. Jones looking for an opening. From the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Another miss by Minnesota. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Yeah, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
A nice shot by Rivers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Jones. He has 6. In the corner, Kennard with it. For 3. Can't hit that one.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Trent's out there with Reed. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Noel in at the point guard. To the right side. From outside the arc. Reed misses. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 16-point game. And the pass to Kennard. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Austin Rivers. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel. Here's Morant.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards against Jackson. Edwards drawing the double team. Conley for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson looking around. Morant passes to Brooks. It's stolen by Edwards. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. To the paint, here's Adams, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Left side, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
He's going to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Morant against Conley. Spins. It's Edwards on the wing. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 11. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to Brooks. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Brooks has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Offline with his three. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Adams the pass to Jackson. Looking for Adams, he gets it there. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Towns with it. He's picked up by Morant. Unloads from 13. Towns with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jimmy, a pretty